Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be giving you guys some tips on how you can shop smarter. My first tip is you have to really get smart and learn how to shop off season. That's one of the best ways to get items for a really good price, but you also have to be mindful of what you get. So you don't want to get something that's super trendy off season, because it's probably not going to come back next year, or there's a possibility that it won't. So now you have this piece that you got for this awesome price, but you can't wear it because it's not trending anymore. So when I say shop off season, I think you should get things that are just going to be staples in your wardrobe, or things that can have a little pizzazz to them, you know, a little season salt, but that will stand the test of time and that can work from year to year. So the thing that I did this with is, you see that the one main fur, that Zara one? Let me show it to you. Okay, she's been in storage and she need to be combed. But this jacket, it's long, and it's nice. I will put up a picture if I can find one from when this was fresh on the website. But when I tell you, this thing was originally, let's see, yeah, this was like $330. I did not pay $330 because I waited until I could tell that the little winter faux fur, you know, season was kind of dwindling. Then I got it, because then it was on sale. So I say shop off season. It's a super good tip. Just be conscious of what you buy. This is a color that's going to always work. It's just a camel color. It has these lines in it because I had it in storage, y'all. And I was being lazy about how I stored it. I'm gonna do better this year, but it's a nice color. It's always gonna work with camel colored boots. It's gonna look good with neutrals. It looks good with denim. It looks good with olives and greens, which you guys know is a favorite of mine in my wardrobe. So this is something that, for me to buy it off season and save on it, it's not gonna matter in terms of me not being able to get my wear out of it next year and the year after and the year after, because it's not something that's super trendy. It's going to work. I'll put it on and show you. I feel like I've shown you guys before, but I'll show you. You see? Ooh, baby, this thing is, yeah. Y'all can't see because it's down to the ground. I don't know that I should stand up there. But it's nice. It's giving Chewbacca. But you know, this is going to work. I got this last year at the end of the season. And you can't tell me I couldn't put this on this year and really serve looks with it. So, shop off season. If y'all didn't know this, I plan and I save for all of my big purchases. Like designer items, I save for that. And right now I'm saving up for an everyday bag. I needed a black bag that could withstand like real world use and be thrown around a little bit, but that was still nice, and I found it. It's a Chloe bag, right? But whenever I do this and I have my eye on something, I have to really get on top of my expenses. And that's where today's sponsor, Rocket Money, is here to help. This personal finance app allows you to manage subscriptions, lower bills, make a custom budget, and grow your savings all in one place. With Rocket Money, you can create a customized budget in seconds. The app shows you where your money is going at all times and identifies top spending categories with insights on how you can stay within your budget better. Rocket Money will notify you about upcoming charges or when your balance is low to help you avoid overdrafts and late fees. You know, we hate that. It also automatically analyzes your accounts to determine the optimal time to save so that you reach your goals faster. So that's what I'm trying to do. So you choose your savings goal, you pick a preferred savings frequency, and then you watch your savings start to grow. You can edit, you can pause, or withdraw at any time you want to. So there's no restrictions. If you have some savings goals or you're just interested in getting more on top of your finances in general, you can click the link that's in the description box, or you can scan the QR code here on the screen to get started for free. You can also unlock even more features with Rocket Money Premium. So be smart with your money. Second tip, you have to learn how to price compare and how to figure out what the actual going rate is for an item. So this is what I mean. A lot of times people get these distorted views and they're like, oh, just for instance, that Chanel bag is, you know, $2,500. And they'll be like, you can get that bag on, you know, I'm not gonna say that. They'll be like, you can get that bag secondhand, you know, for $800. Let me tell you a secret. If there's a bag that is going for $2,500 regular price, walk into the store purchase, baby, if you see that somewhere for $800, it is a scheme that Todd set up. Like, you have to understand the market, what the going rates are, and then know what you're willing to pay, what's a good deal, what's not a good deal, because you're not going to understand what's a good deal if you don't know what the going rate is. I will give you an example. There are these Artie rings. They're old. When I say old, like back in the day, I wanted one. They're by YSL. Gorgeous, gorgeous rings. All the girls had them. Paris Hilton was wearing it. Beyonce had it. Like, you know, when paparazzi used to be everywhere, all the it girls had it. The rings were gorgeous. There was this girl I used to watch on YouTube. She had watercolors. I was like, oh my God, I love it. I love it. I love it. Okay. It's called the Artie ring. I will probably insert a photograph. I have looked for those rings occasionally over the years here and there on the resale market. I know what they were when they were new in store because I wanted one. Okay, then I saw them on the resale market and I knew what they were going for. I would say within the last 5 to 6 years. But then I kind of forgot about them, wasn't thinking too much of them. More recently, I saw Jarenika Mycia talk about hers. She has a collection of them. And she talked about something that I had noticed myself, which is that those rings used to be like $125, maybe $250 on the resale market, like $250, you know, maybe. You could probably get a good one for $200, $210, $215. Those rings now, because people have learned about resale markets, they've learned about the secondhand market, people are scouring for these types of classic items. Tell me why those rings are $600 and $700 right now. Person who didn't know any better, who just started to look for this ring, might think, oh my God, that's really good compared to what it was at retail when it was new in store. They may pay $675, baby. I would never, because I know you can get that ring for much less. Consignment shop, independent seller, or just wait a year and a half. The girls are going to forget about that ring because they don't really know about the ring anyway. They're just doing something they saw somebody else do. So just wait a year. The price is going to drop again. These resellers are going to understand they're not moving that product at that ridiculous price. The price is going to drop again. If you want to get the ring, then you get the ring for $225. Don't pay $675, but you have to understand the going rate. I've also seen this with bags. I've seen it with shoes. For instance, I have a pair of shoes that I got recently from Michael Kors, and I got them on sale at a really good price, even though they were brand new still, like they were still fresh in the store, newly released, not like from last year or anything like that. Let me show you. Oh, look at this. Let me show y'all some of these details that made me fall in love with this boot. You see that little crease across the front of that heel? So what that little crease does is when you turn it, it gives you that little whoop. You see that little whoop right there? That's where you get that little whoop from. Okay, so love these boots. Have been in the mall. Look at this little detail. This is just cute to me. The little Michael Kors in the back with the little, cute, right? Okay. I had been in the mall acting a fool, spending money. And I was like, let me just go on Michael Kors and see, you know, if they have anything cute. Went in the store. I had seen the boot online, but not really paid that much attention. Like, oh, that's kind of cute. Went in the store, tried it on, fell in love. But I was like, how much are these? She told me the price. I was like, nah, baby, I'm gonna see you on the flip side. Because I love to try to get me something for less than what you said. That's in my spirit. So I did not get them, right? I left the store, got the girl's card. I was like, if I come back and get them, I'm gonna work with you, you know, blah, blah, blah. Left. Started eagle eye hawking / stalking this boot online. Every time I thought about it, I would look it up. I would look it up at Neiman Marcus. I would look it up at Michael Kors. I would look it up at Dillard's, just constantly. And what happened? What happened? The boot went on sale. It was a flash sale. But if I didn't understand how much this was going for retail, and I would just come across that sale price, I'd be like, oh, But knowing how much the boot was retail, when I saw the sale price, I'm like, oh, that's a good deal. Snatched them up immediately, and I do mean immediately. So very happy with those. I haven't worn them yet. I do have some outfits. I'm gonna I tried the outfit the other night. It's real cute. I'm gonna put it on Instagram. When I do, I'll let y'all know. If y'all don't follow me, you can follow me over there. But anyway, Know what the going rate is for something so that you can understand when you see a good deal, what is actually a good deal, what's not, because people will play in your face and try to give you $5 off and act like they're giving you the world. So know the going rate for things that you're interested in. I want to say one more thing about that last tip. We're getting ready to move to the third one, but also price compare. You know how many times I've seen something listed at Bloomingdale's and then I go look at Dillard's and it's the same exact item, the same sizes are available, but it's a different price. So be aware and price compare. There's a pair of shoes right now. I'm gonna show y'all. I'm gonna show you. There's a pair of shoes right now I'm gonna order. I'm gonna show you 2 separate websites that have the same exact shoe in the same exact size, and I think they're like $80 in price difference. Okay, boom, moving on. Next tip I would say for shopping smart, be patient. Be patient. You know, like when you first big shopping, you just bald-headed like a newborn baby bird. There's nothing you can do but be patient. There's nothing you can do but be patient. I would say be patient. There are items that I have had to wait years for. But I'm telling you, like the first tip that I gave, which is to look at items that can withstand the test of time in terms of the shape, the design, make sure they're not too trendy. Because if you do that, then you can be patient, because it won't matter if you get the item in 2024 or if you get it in 2026. Do you know what I mean? If it's a classic item, if it's going to work throughout your wardrobe, if it's something that really, really suits your style, it doesn't matter, but just be patient so you can get the item you want. You can get it at a good price that works for you so you feel good about it, because there's nothing worse than buying something, overspending, screwing up your budget. Now you're feeling guilty, you feel bad, and then you wear the item. That doesn't bring you happiness and joy. You don't feel good about that when you wear it. But if you get that thing for 60% off, listen, if you get it for 60% off, you will be very happy every time you pull it out and wear it, because you already loved it. That's why you wanted to get it, right? And then if you get it at a super good price, just even better. Let me show y'all this thing I waited, I want to say more than 12 months for. I don't know if it was 18 months, but definitely more than 12. Y'all saw these in the last video. I put up a clip. If you haven't watched the last video, go check it out. It's on tips about how to make your outfits look better. But these are the boots. And the number of y'all that were like, oh my God, the boots. Oh, the boots. Yeah, baby, the boots. Whoo! These, I wanted these boots for so long, and I wanted them so badly. So this is a story by a man named Jed regarding the boots. And they scrunch. They look like this because I'm holding them up. But you'll see them if I pop up the insert on the screen, or if you saw the last video, they scrunch down and they are just such a statement piece. Those are from Mango. Here's the deal. I was on the Mango website last year. And I saw the boots and I was like, because they had the boots with the Bermuda shorts. It's like these long denim oversized Bermuda shorts and a little flowy shirt that was like a Chloe dupe, and the girl had these boots on. Again, if I could find a photograph, you'll be seeing what I'm talking about. I was like, I have the Bermuda shorts, and I was like, oh my God, I want the boots. But when I tell you these boots was like $400 and something, and I was like, I ain't gonna be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to do it. It was not in my budget to spend that on boots at that moment, because I had already been wilding out. See, this always happens to me. I've already wilded out. Then I see something and I'm like, okay, if it was $150, then I could get it. But because I've already wilded out and spent $2,000, now we can't spend $400 on boots. You know, so you got to work within your budget. And I say that all the time. Whatever your budget is, you got to work within your budget, and don't be financially irresponsible on no outfit. Don't do that. We are too old and too grown for that. So I could not get the boots. So then I went back and I was looking, and the boots went on sale, and I was like, oh! But then they didn't have my size. My size sold out, right? I needed a 9. The 9 sold out. So they had this link, sign up for email to be notified when this size comes back in stock. So I figure it must be going to come back in stock, or it must be that they feel they may have returns, because you know, usually if an item is a fast fashion item and it sells out and it's not going to come back at all, they will have just like sold out, or they will remove it from the site altogether. But if they leave it up and they put that link that says notify me by email, they either know they're going to produce it again, do another run and bring it back, or they know they're going to have return. So I signed up for the notification. Weeks passed by, maybe 2 weeks. I'm driving. Bing, get the notification on my phone. I'm at the red light. I open my emails. I see the notification. I'm driving. Pull over. Stop. Go to the Mango website, mango.com. Go to the pull up the boot, my size. Put it in the cart. Go hit checkout. Item sold, baby. Right from up under me. Somebody bought it. Somebody bought it right from up under me. By the time I could pull over and try to get the thing in my cart and check out, the 9 was gone. Okay, sad day. It was a sad day when Toby went away. So then I see Sincerely Selena keep wearing the dang boots. She keeps styling them. She keep wearing them. This is making me want them more and more and more. Okay, fine, whatever. Fast forward. I just like, you got to let it go. You got to tear the pig. You got to tear the pig. You got to let it go. You got to let it go. But the boots, they were on my mind. Like, Casper, ooh, they get haunting me. I thought about these boots constantly. And I'm not kidding. I would put an outfit together and be like, oh, if I had those boots. I would wake up sometimes and be like, man, dang, I wish I could get those Mango boots. They were nowhere to be found. There was a whole bunch of AliExpress style sites that were lying and saying they had them. I knew it was not the same thing. I knew it was not the actual boot. Okay, I let it go. That was a whole year ago. That was more than a year ago, because it's Christmas right now. It's December. This had to be like October last year. So it's been more than a year. I'm on the secondhand market. What do I spy with my little eye? These boots. So then this is the order of operations of just adrenaline and anxiety. So I see the boots. Oh, those are the actual Mango boots. Okay, so the next level is, are they in the color I actually want? Because the black ones you could find. They come in black too. I didn't want those. Oh, it's the camel color. Is it my size? It's my size. Okay, then what I just told you, we got to check prices, because people be out here acting a plum fool. We got to check prices. I have literally seen my Coach bags, the Kiss Lock bags that I went into the store and bought that day. So I knew they were in stock. I have seen people trying to sell that same bag that's $695 that I walked into the store that day and bought. So they had it in stock. People on the secondhand market trying to sell the bag for $1,300. Don't get scammed out here. So I saw the price of the boot. It was great. It was a perfect price. It was what I thought was reasonable for this boot that was a year old. It was not the $400+ that it was on the original website. I was like, oh my God. Then I got to see the wear and tear. So that's the last, because you know, people will be on here trying to sell you some stuff, baby. They done walked with Jesus to the cross with. Like, come on now. Come on, baby. These shoes need to be resold. And when I say resold, another soul put on, not resold as SOLD, because people are out of their minds. So let me tell y'all the beauty in these boots. Boot gal. Baby, these boots have never been worn. Do you understand what a find this is? The boots have never been worn. So when I got them, of course, I immediately ordered them. People was up there bidding on the boots. Girl, have you lost your ever-loving mind by now? By now. And y'all can just be mad at me. I know people get mad when they be bidding for 6 days and somebody like me come along, but baby, y'all be playing. So when I got the boots, tell me why they also still have the tag. She said never worn, baby, I think I don't even know that she took these out the box. Let me show you. Do you see this tag? These boots are brand new. Like, oh my God. They're brand new. You see what patience gets you? Baby, patience, he might not come when you want him, but he's on time. Every time. Patience gets you what you want. A year later, but it doesn't matter. I can wear those boots now. I can wear those boots next year. I could have worn those boots last year. I will be able to wear those boots the year after, next. You see what I mean? They're camel colored heeled boots. I can wear them with dresses, the boho vibe that's in right now. I can wear them with denim Bermuda shorts, dressy shorts. I can wear them on top of leggings. I can wear them on top of skinny fitted jeans. And all of those things I just listed may sound trendy, but they will come and go. Different styles of jeans. You can always wear a pair of leggings and put a nice jacket over and put a pair of boots on with it. Those things are classic. So be patient. I know that was a long story, but baby, do you understand the excitement around these boots? Be patient. The next tip. I would say y'all know this about me if you watch my channel regularly. Look for good dupes. I am not anti-dupe. I am very much pro-dupe. I do think there are some caveats about dupes, but I would say shop dupes. Shop dupes. And a lot of times I'll see items that I like at a good price point. I won't realize it's a dupe until later, but there's nothing wrong with getting you a good dupe. Especially if it serves its purpose in your wardrobe, it suits your budget and you enjoy the piece and you get your cost per wear and it works for you. There's nothing wrong with a dupe. If you can't afford a Loewe skirt, you know what I mean? That's $3,800. There's nothing wrong with you getting that same style duped skirt off of Revolve or maybe at Zara and spending $120. $120 versus $3,800 for a skirt that you like the shape of, the style of, the design of, that works for you, that you're going to get a lot of wear out of, that you feel good in. There is no shame in that. Actually, I think it's something to be proud of. There's nothing wrong with it. You know, I believe everybody should be able to look good, feel good, dress well at whatever price point. So dupes are a big one for me. Now, recently, let me tell you, y'all been coming through twice recently. So they're not here yet. They were supposed to be here today. They're not going to be here till January. So it is what it is. I can't show you, but I'll put up photographs. I've been wanting a pair of Tabi boots for a while. I like the style. At first it was like, it grew on me. I really want a pair. They are very pricey. And I understand why. Even on the secondhand market or the pre-loved market, they're a little pricey. A little pricier than they're a little pricey. So I have been looking for dupes, but it's really weird with that shoe. They weren't duped by our usual suspects, aka Jeffrey Campbell, your daddy Steve Madden. You know what I mean? Like, they're gonna give you a dupe, even Zara sometimes, but more with the shoes is Steve Madden and Jeffrey Campbell. They didn't dupe them, and I didn't understand why. I just was like, maybe they weren't that popular with the demographic that they cater to. So whatever, fine. It's fine. Then I was watching In the Closet with Janae and Frank, and they were talking about them damn Tabis, and it made me want them even more. So I'm looking, and I did a video where I talked about that style, and somebody left a comment and said to me, oh, Steve Madden has just put out a split toe because that design was not patented, I guess, and anybody can make that kind of split toe design shoe. Now, I had seen the flat that Steve Madden was offering with that split toe. I didn't like it. It didn't really appeal to me. That was then. This is now. I do have a pair that's supposed to be here. Well, it's supposed to get here today. It didn't. So I guess it'll get here day after tomorrow of the flats. Anyway, but I wanted the boot. Saw the boot on the website. I didn't even know he had that boot out. And I get the Steve Madden news comes right to this phone. I get the email alerts, the text alerts, all of the things, but I didn't know. So I went, looked, found the Tabi dupe. And what I like to do when I'm looking at a dupe or looking for a dupe, pull up the original picture. Pull up a good picture of the when I say original, I guess original, yeah, the designer version. Preferably one of those pictures where you can kind of do a 360 or you can see multiple angles on a nice, crisp, white, pristine background, like, Selfridges or like Bloomingdale's or like Neiman Marcus, where you can really, really see. So that when you compare dupes, you make sure that those essential style elements are there in the dupe, because there's nothing worse than getting a bad dupe, because then it just looks like, girl, you couldn't get the real thing. Why are you playing in our face? That's how it looks. So I pulled up the original. I could see that it had that same little kind of, the whoop I was telling y'all about right here. The Tabi has that kind of don't touch my face with this makeup. The Tabi has that kind of shape to it a little bit. It's a unique shape. It's not just a split toe. And I noticed that the Steve Madden dupe had this very similar shape to it, because that's what throws them off sometimes with the dupes. They can't replicate some of the designs of the item that makes the item unique, but it was there. I like the heel on it also. It looks real comfortable. Now, I don't know how that split toe gonna feel in between my big toe and my second toe. I don't know yet. When it gets here, we shall see. However, from the way things look, I'm very pleased. I'm very pleased. I have not seen the Tabi, I would say for less than, I've not seen the Tabi, the one that I like, the boot, less than thousands of dollars. Maybe $1,000. And I like the black and white stripe one, which is a little more, it's a little rarer, so it's kind of pricey even on the secondhand market. But that Tabi, that Margiela, that thing costs a lot of money. The Steve Madden one I think was $129. So when it comes, if y'all want to see it, let me know and I'll show you. But back to my point on tips for shopping smart, I would say shop really good dupes. Nothing wrong with getting good dupes. Get you a good dupe, wear it proudly, style it nicely, bam, bam, boom. Next tip for shopping smart, learn how to shop the secondhand markets. There's an art to it. There's an art to it. One, like I told you, you got to know the prices so you won't get duped. So you won't get scammed. I've been on there and people just really ridiculous and out of their minds. Like charging, like I said, charging $1,300 for the Coach Kiss Lock bag that's $695. That's in stock, like either on Macy's.com, Dealers.com, or you can go into the Coach store and get the bag. And they're selling it on the secondhand market for that ridiculous markup because people are just unaware. People don't understand how much the bag actually costs in store, and they don't understand that it's still accessible at that price point. People just assume, oh, it must be sold out, so in order to get it, you got to pay this, double the price on the secondhand market. No, you don't. So learn the market. There is, like I said, some rules of the game. There's some skill to it. Learn how to negotiate. A lot of times people will list things a little higher than they're willing to sell them. Those mango boots, the camel color boots, I didn't pay what she was asking. She had a price listed, but then it was like make an offer. So I offered her like 20-25% less. She accepted it immediately. So I would say that, of course, be aware of what things should and should not cost. Be aware of wear and tear, because a lot of times, if say for instance this mango boot, if she had worn it a bunch of times, the bottom was scraped up, it was wear and tear to the boot, but enough that I was still comfortable purchasing it. I would not have paid the price I paid for it to get it brand new out of the box, never worn. So understand those little elements, understand how much it may diminish an item's value to have a little bit of wear and tear. Learn the market, learn what it is that you're trying to purchase, and learn about that item. The other thing I would say about the secondhand market is just, be smart, because there will be people who will put a straight up Alibaba, AliExpress item up there and be selling it to you for a good price on a secondhand market if the thing was real. So be aware of like price points, either too high or too low. That's a real indicator. If y'all want a separate video on the whole just dedicated to secondhand market shopping, pre-love market shopping, let me know and I'll tell you some of the things that I know. But I'm going to show you an example of something that I got at a really good price point on the secondhand market, and I'll show you the difference between the price of me buying it brand new straight off the website or in store, and then what I was able to get it for on the secondhand market. And it's there's two of the same thing. Okay, y'all know I'm obsessed with these hats. I just bought myself another one for Christmas on the secondhand market, on the pre-love market. So this is the cream version. Very, very pretty. It's got these gold, they call it pinch detailing, so kind of like those. But you see how this is like, I don't know how I would describe it. It's like these teeny, tiny, can y'all see little pearls? You see it? It's like these little, pearls that make up the logo. So I wanted a cream color hat. Y'all know I have the black one. So I got this one on the secondhand market. I know a little bit about it, enough to tell if it's actually authentic, blah, blah, blah. That's another thing. Shop with secondhand retailers and pre-love market websites that do authentication for free. That is very important. There are sites that will authenticate an item before it ships to you to make sure you're not getting scammed. But this I knew. So this hat, hold on, let me put it back down because I don't want it to get dirty. I just got it yesterday. I think the hat, I'm going to look it up right now. I think it's like $446 on the Ruslan Baginski website. And that is not what I paid for that hat. Okay, on the website, that's what I thought. It's $446 for that hat. Brand new, inbox, straight from the website, in the size that I want. Now, that's a lot of money for that hat. I love those hats. I think they're investment pieces, but now $500. That's just me. That's me and the way my bank account set up. That's just what I'm saying. Everybody's not broke. Everybody's not struggling. Everybody doesn't have the same budget as I have. Everybody doesn't feel the same way that I feel about spending money on the items that I spend money on. If you have it and want it and you can, do it. I love it. Talk about it. Show it to us. I'm not one of those people. If you can't, same thing. Don't worry about it. Keep it pushing. Find you another little cute hat that you like. Everybody's different, because y'all get on here and y'all like to, no, people can't. I would never. Oh, that ain't that much. I would have got. Okay. Everybody's different. Some people wear a size 7. Some people wear a size 10.5. I saw the hat for as little as $270. But that one to me was not in the best condition. So I was like, yeah, that's a really good price, but it look a little wonky. Like sometimes people haven't stored the hat well, so it got a big bend in it, or they haven't, taken care of it. So the brim is all jacked up, or they done knocked off some of the little pearls on the logo, or, whatever the case may be, or has a stain on it, because that's a really easy color to mess up, that cream color. You know what I mean? So I found ones that I felt like were in good condition. Let me tell y'all some of the price points that I saw that. $297, mind you, $446. So $297, which I thought was really good. Then I saw it for $377. Then I kept looking and I saw it for, let me see these other prices because I had them listed out. $385. Then I saw it for $500. You see, it's people selling it for more than the website is selling it for from the actual retailer. Girl. Then people are selling it for $440, which is the same price as you can get it on the website. So my thing is like, why buy secondhand if I can go to the website and get it for the same price you're selling it to me for? What was the reason? Okay, then I saw it for $260. I saw it for $377. So all these different price points. Keep in mind, like I said, I like websites that authenticate for free. I like fast shipping. And I like to pay the best price that I could pay without a whole bunch of extra fees and all kind of excess to it. So what did I pay? Hold on, I'm gonna tell y'all. I think I paid $270. I think I ended up paying, I can't find my receipt. It's way over there. It's under all the, I think I ended up paying $277. To me, that's a good deal. $446, $277. That was my Christmas gift to myself. That and that bag that didn't make it here yet. Those are the things that I got for myself for Christmas. And I still will shop smart. I still will make sure that I get the most that I can get for my money. I'm not going to sacrifice certain things. Like I don't want a hat that's got a whole bunch of stains on it because I can get it for $180. That's not the point. I don't want one that's all raggedy and beat up. That's not the point. This one actually came from the Netherlands. So it took a while. It took a minute to get to me. But again, be patient. It's a hat. It's cream. I don't need it in a rush. You know what I mean? Like, rush, hurry, lover, come. Y'all remember that from Paula Abdul? But I don't need it in a hurry. Like, I'm going to wear the hat. Like, it's fine. It's going to be in my collection. I will tell you all, that black one, y'all have seen me wear the black Ruslan Baginski one with the crystal RB. That one as well. That hat is a little pricey too. I think that one is like up there in the $450 to $500 range on the website. I saw that hat on Farfetch. Is it Farfetch or Revolve? One of those two sites. And then they were also having a flash sale. I think I got that hat for less than $200. And it was in great condition. Now, I will say with those hats, the sizes matter. My head is super, 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 super pea size and small. So I wear extra small in these hats. So the extra small is kind of like a size 5.5 in shoes. You know how you'll find a shoe and it'll be deeply discounted. You're like, oh my God. And you go and all they have available is a size 5.5. That's kind of how the extra smalls are for me in that hat. But luckily for me, my head is really small and I wear that size. So a lot of times I can find them at a really, really good price because a lot of people aren't going to buy the extra small size. So that does play into it with me personally with that particular hat. But still, I think these tips can be applied across the board. So learn the secondhand market, learn how to shop the secondhand markets, learn the rules of engagement, and you can shop smarter. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that video. Everything that I could find links to or that's still in stock that was mentioned or shown, I will have it linked down below in the description box. So if you want to go down there to shop and check things out, you can definitely do so. Don't forget to subscribe. Happy holidays to everybody. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year if I don't see you guys before then. And bye.